Hello and welcome back to Minagoroshi, final chapter. Last time we got the lore episode, we got information on what the disease is, and we got information on what the organization Tokyo is. lots of uh, lots of insightful stuff. So lots of questions answered too. So we learned that the Mountain Dog's main job is to make sure people that have high levels of the virus like don't escape or whatever and contain them. And basically the first curse murder was, well, it was the person who I guess had the symptoms and killed the leader of the group that killed the foreman, and then they took him. So it opens up a lot of ways for the other stuff to be solved, I guess. Like I said before, some of them are better than others. Like, I don't really understand. Well, actually, I guess you can actually solve all of them. You can solve all of them with the mountain dogs taking away. Like, if you do the combination of person suffering from the symptoms and mountain dogs taking away the person suffering, then it's actually not that hard to piece together. But you still don't fully know. There's no confirmation other than the very first murder. So it's gonna be interesting though, since Rika told the story. Now let's see how the friends react. I don't really know how they'll react. I assume they're gonna believe her in the end, though there might be some non-believers at the beginning. I'm sure we'll have a discussion about that. And we'll just see how that goes. I mean, what are they gonna do after learning the facts? Again, we're still kind of waiting for Oishi. Once he comes, I'll feel a lot better about the situation. But yeah, let's just go into it and see what happens. As I thought, everyone was staring at me with their mouths open in shock. Even Oishi wouldn't believe a story like this. Honestly, I don't even know if I would believe that. I feel like this Rena's story was like almost as unbelievable as this one's, to be honest, but I don't know. That's only normal. I'm sure I sound like a crazy person.
さとこ、僕たちが毎週診療所に研究のお手伝いに行っていますですよね。あれは入江の研究に協力しているだけではないのです。さとこの治療のためでもあったのです。
そうだ、そういえばさとこが病気みたいなことを言ってたよな。
私が理科の話なら私だけじゃなく、この村に住むみんながその怪しげな病気にかかってることになるんじゃありませんの？でもどうして私だけがお注射しなくちゃいけないんですの？
It's because of your high levels, I'm guessing.
監督の作っている新型の栄養剤の実験じゃないんでございますの？
New type of vitamin. Well, actually, I don't know how hard that would be. I feel like that would be a pretty cool thing.
さとこは一度末期症状を迎えてしまっているのです。だから日に2回のお注射がないとすぐに症状がぶり返してしまうのです。
Maybe that's why one of the reasons she was so needy under Satoshi, so she couldn't actually really control it, even if she does regret it to this day, which is also kind of extra sad, honestly.
入江はさとこを救おうと特に熱心に研究してくれていました。でも毎日2回の注射をしなくてもいい体にはどうしても戻す方法が見つけられなかった。でもいつか見つけると意気込んで今日も熱心に研究を続けてくれていますです。冗談じゃないですわよ。私たち監督の怪しげな研究に協力してお金をいただいてるんじゃありませんの？ 注射一生やるなんて冗談っぽいでございましたよ。
Satoto looked upset that she had been completely ignorant of all this. She also didn't want to accept the reality of having to manage her condition. Her fake laughter sadly echoed in everyone's ears. Keiichi opened his mouth to speak.
その注射を一回でもしないとあの日みたいになるんだな。
So right now, at least there's no vocal denial, which is actually a much better reaction than I thought. So it's a good start. There was a day where she forgot to take her shot. She convinced herself that the principal was her uncle. Her fear escalated, and she thought her uncle came inside the store to take her back home. Once she feels that way, there's no turning back for her.
そうです。だから僕は聡子が宇宙車を忘れないように毎日しつこく言っているのです。そんな信じられませんわ。大体何なんですの末期症状って。私だけそんなの嫌ですわよ。どうして私がいつそんな末期症状になったって言うんですの。
Satoto's face contorted as tears began to flow from her eyes. I shouldn't have said this. Satoto's starting to remember something she's not supposed to.
ごめん、聡子。思い出さなくていいのです。あれは事故なのです。聡子は何も悪くないのですよ。嘘ですわ。嘘ですわ。リカは全部嘘ばっかりなんですわ。
The others probably had no idea what Satoko was talking about. I mean, I'm thinking. I feel like it's either, I mean, the obvious one I think most people would think of is that she killed the ant, and then Satoshi like probably beat it up to like hide cover for her. Actually, that's actually probably the answer. That's why ooh, yo, is that the answer? I mean, we'll find out soon, but I might as well make a pitch just in case I'm right. Satoto kills the ant. Satoshi kind of like covers for her by like disguising the body's like condition, and that's why he was so nervous when Oishi was talking about him being close to finding the culprit. Which Satoshi was actually more nervous because he thought Oishi was onto Satoto. That'd be like super cool and super sad. My original thought was actually she actually killed her parents by pushing them off the thing, the overlook or whatever they were on, because that's one of my OG ideas. But the Satoshi one actually makes a lot more sense. They don't need to know. They don't want to know about it because they're her friends. I don't know if we'll get confirmation, but it's kind of a good idea, I think. Rena gently touched Satoto's shoulder. She gently touched mine too.
私たちはリカちゃんの話ちゃんと信じてるよ。ありがとうです。そして今まで自分一人でよくそれだけの大変なことを背負ってきたね。リカちゃんは偉いよ。たった一人で今日まで人に言えない秘密を背負ってきたんだね。
I never thought Rena would say something like that to me. My eyes were filling up with tears.
人に話せない秘密を背負うってのは悲しくて重いよね。私のはリカちゃんに比べたら全然大したことないけどさ、少しはわかるつもりだよ。
そうですね。お姉もよく頑張ってます。お姉になすりつけて楽させてもらってるからよくわかりますよ。
みんなは僕の 話を疑わないのですか？
Honestly, I'm shocked too, Rita. I mean, I thought they would believe you in the end, but I thought they would have like some doubts, so maybe I was also underestimating the power of friendship. Or at least this
どうして
friendship.
疑うんだよ。全部信じるって言ったじゃねえか。むしろ村の秘密が解けたような気がして、俺はすっきりしたくらいだぜ。そのひなみ沢症候群という病気は感染症で、村に住んでる人はみんなかかってるのかな。
はい、みんななのです。でも昔とは違います。鬼が淵村の頃に比べると、この病気はとてもおとなしくなりましたです。だから別に遠くへ引っ越しても平気ですし、旅行だってへっちゃらなのです。
ただしものすごく低い確率で発症するってんだろ。俺怖くてもう村を出られねえな。
もし病気にかかっても簡単な心構えで病気は抑えられるのです。それはとても簡単だけど難しいこと。
If you think you might be suspicious of someone, don't be. Continue to trust in them. When you become too suspicious of someone, that suspicion will degenerate into a persecution complex, and it will be too late. So long as everyone stays friendly and united, we will never have to worry about this disease. This disease starts with anxiety. Modern people don't believe in curses the way people long ago did. That might be why we're more tolerant to the disease.
なんだ、なら私たちは全然平気だね。
だな。俺たちは仲間で、部活メンバーで、家族。間違っても仲間を疑ったりするもんか。だからリカちゃんの話、俺は丸ごと信じるぞ。そんなヤバい話をすれば、俺たちがその山犬って連中に消されるかもしれないって思って、ずっと言えなかったわけだろ。
I nodded quietly. I don't want to think that the mountain dogs have bugged this room, but if Okanori overhears this conversation, they will definitely kill not only me but all of my friends tonight. I mean, we know they bugged at least the telephone. I'm not sure about the room though. It honestly might be the room, because like when they were transcribing why she told the police, they were like, oh, we don't think an anonymous call was actually sent to Rika, so she's probably lying about the call, which means they don't have like a record, or they must have missed her or something, so I guess it's a 50-50. That's true no matter who my enemy is.
まあだとするとすぐに部活メンバーは臨戦態勢に入った方が良さそうだね。状況を整理しよう。リカちゃんを殺すと大惨事になると信じてる連中がリカちゃんの命を狙う可能性がある。間違いないね。
Pretty much.
可能性でなく必ず殺しに来ますです。どうかな。リカちゃんが切り札ならそんな簡単に切っちゃう？そうでございますわよ。切り札は殿下の宝刀。向かないうちが花ですもの。
Satoko's eyes were still swollen, but she had stopped crying.
甘いですね、サトコ。切り札は2枚以上あるときに限りすぐ1枚切ります。そうだね。人質は複数で初めて成立する。一人の人質の価値は複数の時に比べて格段に落ちるからね。
とにかく向こうの状況がさっぱりわからねえ以上、殺されないなんて楽観はありえねえな。
Everyone nodded in unison.
みーちゃんは山犬って人たちをどう思う？敵かな？味方かな？
Yeah.
それは問題じゃないだろうね。僕は善良な狼ですって人に 辻の番を頼むかい？
It's kind of true. Like whether they want to protect you or not, they're still pretty dangerous and not fully on your side either way. Even if you have the information, we know.
疑わしきは黒でございましたよ。
It's a good idea. It also is kind of like counteractive to the to the talk we had about not being suspicious of people, because that's the disease. But in this case, yes. Though hopefully these guys. Imagine if like they protecting us and then one of them gets the disease from being so suspicious. Hopefully not.
その東京とかいう連中と全く関わりのない人たちに助けを求めた方がいいですわね。
だな。その意味ではリカちゃんが即警察に応援を求めたのは迅速ないい判断ってことになるぜ。大石さんは俺たちの味方なんだよな。
Hope so.
はい。大石には全てを話してはいませんので、僕の命を狙っているのを連続開始事件の犯人、つまり村人の
I
大石さんにも
skipped.
真実を話した方がいいと思うな。大人の力は重要だよ。
Sure, he would be fully focused on taking down Tokyo if you do tell him that, well, I mean, I guess, like, because his, for the first murder, even though they didn't kill his friend, they kidnapped his friend's killer, and that's, like, I think the biggest mystery for him. I still think so. Like, that's his main motivation for it.
リスクのある一手ですわね。かえって嘘くさくなって手を引かれるとまずいんではありませんの？
いや、大石さんには話そう。あの人、今年が定年で昔殺された友達の仇を討つ
Yep.
最後のチャンスだって言ってた。だからきっとどんな嘘くさい話でも信じてくれると思うんだ。
うん。大石さんは聡子ちゃんを助ける時にも警察の立場でありながら私たちに協力してくれた。頼もしい味方になってくれると思うな。
よし、大石には話そう。で、大石は今はしょ？
Should we not call the Sonozakis? Thought maybe we would get some backup from them. At least bring Kasai here, though. I think that would actually
隣の県に行っています。
actually raise our chances, probably double them just by Kasai himself, to be honest.
高野の死体を確かめに。
ああ、隣の県の山の中でしたっけ？ドラム缶の中で黒焦げって話。でもなんでわざわざ大石ともあろう人が直々なんでしょうね。
高野の死体が違う可能性があるらしいのです。現地の県警が協力的じゃなくてあやふやなことを言ってるらしいです。
その山犬って連中は機密保持と情報操作が仕事じゃなかったっけ？私はなんだかその死体おかしいなって思うね。
Yeah, I mean, they definitely fit the qualifications.
というかあの人おとなしく焼いたくらいで死ぬとは思えないんだよね。
もちろん入江が黒幕で高野を殺した可能性もありますです。
Is it though? Can you really see Irie doing that ever?
山犬のおこのぎはそうだと言っていますです。
監督が黒幕ってことはねえだろう。
Yeah. Kind of ashamed of myself for even thinking that was a Hail Mary shot just because of his dumb line into Higurashi. I was a fool.
あの人は悪い人じゃねえと思うんだ。
He was literally so hesitant of killing Satoko's uncle of all people. I don't really think he has the guts to kill anyone. If it took him that much of a push just to kill, like, the worst person ever.
そうですわよ。目と意とどう発言禁止にしてくれれば基本的にはいい人でございますのよ。
私もひなみ沢ファイターズの幽霊マネージャーとして監督は黒幕なんて玉じゃないと思います。どっちかというと利用される感じの人です。いい人すぎるというか
高野さんの肩を持ってあげない
いやさ、監督と高野さんどっちが悪い人ですか
Yeah.
って聞かれたらなあ。
If you compare both of them, it's kind of easier. Though I guess technically Takano's supposedly dead. So I guess if you're comparing a corpse that might or might not be alive to Irie, maybe the odds are a little more equal. But I guess even still, Takano's is more sus as a corpse.
高野さんが聞いたら怒りますわね
Ha 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 ha. You felt it coming. It was the group laugh leg, is what I like to call it. Everyone laughed as though we were in the middle of a club activity. If they're after my life, they'll kill everyone here. It's very possible that they'll get involved in this mess, and they know that. That they could still laugh is really significant, I think. Yes, literally everyone's on board. We're good. We have a primary defense squad. Now we need the outer defense with the police. Or maybe someone can mention the Sonozaki group. That would be cool. I don't know if they will though. I won't hold my
客観
hopes
的
up.
に見て高野さんだけ隣の県で死体が見つかるのがすでにおかしいよ。富武さんを殺した風に偽装するなら死体は絶対に見つからないところに隠す。山中での焼きなんて見つけてくださいって言ってるようなもんだもん。
うんレナもそう思うな警察の管轄の及ばない県外で見つかった身元の確認しにくい焼死体を高野さんということにしようとしている気がする
I guess the idea is like, why not just make the body disappear completely? So she's like suspected to be under Takushid. I don't know if that's better than doing a burnt body. Well, I think it's probably better than doing a burnt body with a bad time of death. But if it was actually a good time of death burnt body, then maybe it's like equal. I'm pretty sure Takano just wants to spice it up, but yeah.
その山犬って人たちはそういうのが本職なんでしょ
I guess the risk of actually showing Takano's corpse also technically makes it a better alibi than just being missing.
なら構図が見えてきたぞ。山犬ってのは高野さんの部下なんだろ。山犬の隊長は監督が黒幕なんだって主張してるんだろ。
Yeah, I think that's the straw. Blaming Irie. If they left it at a mystery, then it would definitely be harder to deduce. But when you like full on blame Irie, then it's very easy to I mean, you either believe him or you don't. And what, you're gonna stack Okinogi over Irie? No way, Jose.
高野さんと山犬ってのはグルだな。
富武さんのあの死に方は監督が殺したと思わせるためなんですわね
Surprised you're not just thinking like, what if Takano-san actually died and it was an Okinogi uprising? But maybe not. I don't know. Seems like a
それ
possibility.
がわかるのは東京だけそして本当の黒幕の高野さんの死体も見つかり監督は東京に2人を殺したことを疑われて濡れ衣を着せられるなるほどこれはなかなか凝った罠でございますわね
That's a seal of approval from the trap master.
爪がいまいちでございますけど
その濡れ衣ってのにも山犬って連中が関わってそうだね。
なあ、そうと分かったら監督に直接話を聞いてみないか。その方が早いぞ。
The problem is, how are we gonna leave the premises? I don't think they'll let us leave. We need like an escort team, which I was hoping Owishi would, so... Oh, again, Sonozaki's still open. If you want to call them, feel free. No pressure, but I think just going off alone would be pretty risque.
そうだね監督が真実を話してくれるか嘘をつくか私目を見ればわかる
I skipped Rena. My
レナさ
bad.
ん嘘に敏感ですよね。
入江は山犬が監視していると言ってましたです。
I actually kind of forgot that he also is being watched, which I shouldn't have, but I did, so.
電話しても出られないか話せないかかも
We
しれ
do
ま
not
せん
want
です。
to do it through the phone.
なんだなんだ、聞けば聞くほど監督は濡れ衣臭いぞ。というか監督の身に危険が迫ってるんじゃないのか。
うん。私が山犬で監督に濡れ衣を着せようと思ったなら、余計なことを言われる前にご退場願うね。
死体に口なし。
Oh wow. Do they? I honestly always thought, in like all my ideas, I always thought Irie actually just killed himself. Even like up to now, I thought he would just kill himself because he's overwhelmed with the pressure of Tomotachi and Takano's death. But I guess it could have actually just been a setup from the mountain gods. I guess maybe it's just both ways. I don't know.
どうしよう。大石は隣の県警の話が終わったらすぐに戻ってくると言ってましたです。だから時間は分かりませんが今日必ず来てくれますのです。
As everyone glanced at the clock, it was already past 6:30 p.m. and starting to get dark.
なんだか腹が減ってきたと思ったらこんな時間なんだな。
We'd usually call it here if this was a normal day. Come on, guys, let's work some overtime. But everyone decided to stay until Oishi came back and discuss what to do.
ごめんねリカちゃん、電話借りてもいい？お父さんに帰りが遅くなるのを電話しないと。
Ooh, that might deter them if everyone's sleeping over or staying over, because apparently she's supposed to die tonight. There's only 6 hours left.
そうだな、俺もお袋に電話しないとな。
あ、私もばっちゃんに今夜は出前でよろしくって電話しないとな。
Okay, well, at least the mountain gods are gonna... Well, we don't know if they have the place bud, but they'll probably at least know that they're gonna stay over. Hopefully that spooks them a bit. Unless Takano wants to spice it up again and just do the operation anyways.
こんな時間に抜け抜けとそんなこと電話したら後でこってり絞られますね。
What, Granny doesn't like takeout?
あと警察の人たちの夕食も考えてあげないとね。本家のツケで寿司でも頼むかね。
Everyone had a sensitive reaction to the word sushi. Their stomachs were empty after all. It's always good. Sushi. The same should be true of those officers too.
リカ、うちも出前にしますの？そんなお金の余裕はありませんでしたよ。
Oh, come on. You're not treating everyone, Mion.
さとこ、みんなに自慢の野菜炒めでも作ってあげたらどうですか？
That would be great. I'm just saying, if you're ordering food over... Actually, I guess that's literally not true, because I always split it with people, but... Never mind. If you're ordering food for everyone, you either split it all or pay for it all.
無理ですわよ。こんな大勢に
But
なん
yes,
か作ったことありませんわ。
final dinner is just a Toko dinner. It's truly a great final dinner. Preparing for war. Or whatever.
さとこの野菜炒めか。指さえ入ってなけりゃぜひ食ってみたいな。
The Toko
レナもさとこちゃん
stir
の
fry.
料理久しぶりに食べたいかな。
It's a classic. At that point, the phone rang. Uh-oh.
もしもし、フルでなのです。
よかった。
Okay.
ご無事なようですね。
I was gonna say, is the house buds, are we boned? But it's just Oishi. Also not good, because if you tell him now, then, oh no, I don't know.
大石です。高野さんの殺害現場の用事を終わらせましてね。途中のガソリンスタンドから電話しています。
Okay, Oishi, pedal to the metal.
それで、高野の死体はどうでしたか？
やりましたよ。
Oh
やっぱ
no!
りそうでした。
The mountain dogs know that we know, though. It's gonna go down. Oh, it's no time to eat food. We need to trap up.
現地の県警の資料がとんでもないイージーミスをしていました。連中間違いを認めやしない。
Oh god, I'm nervous now.
ガツンと決めてやりましたよ。高野は車ごと行方不明です。富武殺しについて何か事情を知っている可能性が高いと判断し、つい先ほど高野の捜査を開始するよう指示を出したところです。
That actually really sucks for their operation if they didn't want the police suspecting them at all. But I guess if it's just Takano and they never learn about like Otonodi and the Jane, then maybe it won't bite them as hard.
ついにお社様のたたりの尻尾をつかみましたよ。ここから一気に引きずり出しちゃいます。
Oishi sounded so motivated. He'd finally found the hint he'd so desperately wanted. Could he actually solve the case though?
それは土産話がとても楽しみなのです。
これからクマちゃんと一緒にそちらへお伺いしますので、詳しい話を聞かせてください。心当たりでもうさんくさい話でも何でも結構です。
はい、僕も全部話につきましたです。
Rika! Oh no. The vibes, they're hitting.
おやおや、どんなお話が聞けるのでしょうかね。多分あと1時間
An
に
hour?
お伺いできると思います。
There's no way, dude. An hour?
ところで、受話器の向こうが賑やかですね。お友達も来ているのですか？
はい、みんな心配してうちに来てくれましたです。
そうですか。皆さんは本当に素晴らしいな。私も皆さんと一緒にいてくれた方がいいと思います。賑やかなだけで犯罪の抑止効果は大きいものです。では今から向かいます。後ほど。
今の大石さんか？
はい、今から刑事と2人で来るそうです。
Kuma-chan, Kuma-dai, put some respect on his name, dude.
はあ、この部屋にこんなに大勢なんて初めてだね。
I hear the crickets.
何人になるんだろう。私たち6人に2人来て8人ですの？床が抜けそうで怖いですわね。9人目なのです。羽生、聞いてた？なんだか今回は本当にすごいことになってきた。
How do you feel about Takano's corpse being fake?
今回はいけそうですか？うん、いけるわ、絶対。絶対という言葉はなって当然、ならなければ失望する悲しい言葉ですよ。羽生はこの状況になってもやっぱり今日でも死んでほしくないと思っていますのです。あんたのスタンスは分かってるわ。傷つきたくないから信じない。マイナス思考ならマイナスで当然、ラッキーなら大喜びってわけだ。もうあんたと私の考え方の違いをとやかく言わないわ。あんたは見てなさい、傍観者らしく。
It's a good zinger, honestly. Good way to put it.
はい、僕は傍観者ですから。でもリカを応援してますですよ。応援か、ありがとう。でも応援していいの？応援したのに負けると期待を裏切られない？リカが意地悪を言いますです。
We had a rather harmonious mood going. However, a feeling of unease was beginning to settle over us. Are you
腹減りましたね。
I know you're not gonna like it, but short epi. I guess technically we could have kept going. It would have been like an hour 35. Okay. I swear to you, unless there's like a randomly short chapter break, next episode will be longer. I did actually kind of, well, quote unquote late. It's only 11:30, but I feel like if we continue going, it's probably gonna be at least like an hour or even more, or like 2 hours until the next chapter break. So we'll take it easy. It was a good episode though. We have the squad confirmed. We're ready, that we are eating food rather than trapping up. And we also know that the Mountain Gods now know that Rika has intentions of telling the Oishi and the police, so they actually know that he's coming in around an hour, so that might be their time limit on whether they want to act or wait until a later date to kill Rika. So tensions are rising. And next episode, I want an explosion of fun. So thanks for watching as always. I'll see you on Friday and possibly Saturday. I don't know how long the chapter is, but yeah, we'll have a good time. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Will Kumadai and Oishi save us? Hopefully.